What's up, everybody? This is Pastor B with Tuesday's Touch. On Monday morning, I opened up my email and saw an email from the Post and Courier, which is the citywide newspaper, the main newspaper in Charleston. And the email they send every morning to me, because I'm a subscriber, is a list of 5 or 6 news stories that I need to know or that they feel like are very important. And one of those news stories told me that there's a hurricane out in the Atlantic Ocean by the name of Sam. I didn't know the hurricane was out there, and they don't project that it's going to make landfall, but they make sure they say they're not sure, that they just have projections. And if it does make landfall, then we'll do what we do here in Charleston. We'll pack up, or at least some of us will pack up, and head somewhere else to stay out of the pathway of the storm. The storm was brewing, but I didn't know it was out there. And life is like that. Brothers and sisters, there are times in which you will be caught off guard by storms that you didn't even know were out in the ocean of your life. Out of nowhere, somebody will give you some news that changes everything. Out of nowhere, you'll be told that your job, the plant, is closing down. Out of nowhere, the doctors will say you have diabetes or high blood pressure. Out of nowhere, someone that you love and hold dear to your heart will leave this life or will leave the city. Out of nowhere, a storm will show up on the radar of your life that you weren't expecting. When storms show up in our lives, we respond in different ways. Some of us get so emotional that we cry or get angry. Others of us are so awestruck that we just don't say anything at all. Have you ever been caught off guard by a storm? All of us have been caught off guard by storms, except for God. That's right. God's never caught off guard by a storm. Nothing happens that surprises God, not in the least. And I want to share with you a passage of scripture from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 8. Deuteronomy 31, verse 8 is God preparing Joshua to take the children of Israel into the promised land. And Joshua, like us, is caught off guard. He knows that Moses won't be with him forever, but he didn't know that Moses was about to die like right then and pass the baton to him. And he's caught off guard by the shifting roles that he will now play in the life of the people of God. And listen to what God says to him in Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 8. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Joshua may be caught off guard, but guess what? God is not. In fact, the scripture says that God goes before him. And if God calls you to something and goes before you, God is making a way for you. So that when you get to the storm, don't worry. God was there before you, and God will carry you through. This is Pastor B with Tuesday's Touch. God bless you and God keep you. All of us get caught off guard, but God is never caught off guard. And no matter where you are in life, God goes before you, and all will be well. You have been touched.